Carl Weber's The Family Business has returned into season 5, but y'all, I don't know. I think I'm pretty much done with the Duncans. What's good, y'all? It's Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with The Family Business Breakdowns. Y'all, I spent the last week binging seasons 1 through 4 so that I can be ready and catch up and be able to provide week-to-week breakdowns of The Family Business in this new season, in season 5. And binge watching season 4 yesterday and making it all the way through there only to have my heart broken and then to stumble into season 5. I'm just kind of like, Erica, why did you do this to yourself? So I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I'm gonna do my best. Of course, I'm gonna tell y'all what happened, but I 100% for real don't know if I even care, because why in the hell would y'all kill Sasha? Why in the hell don't we have a happily ever after with Elijah and Sasha? Why in the hell did y'all have me boo-hooing real ass tears at this girl's beautiful homegoing service while her man cried profusely and grieved and longed for his one true love? Why would y'all do that? I got big beef with Carl Weber. I got big beef with this damn show, but I'm here now. And low-key, I got big beef with every single subscriber who asked me to watch this damn show because I was not tuned in. I was not locked in. I persevered through season 1, which was a struggle. Season 2 was that girl. And then now we're just in hell, yo. We're in hell. And I hate it here. Junior, what the hell do you mean you ain't talking to Sonya? She ain't do to you? What the hell do y'all mean that Sage is actually really dead now and Paris can't come grieve her? What the hell do you mean, LC? Bringing this white supremacist sheriff to the damn table? Like, what the hell is really going on? As you can see, I got hella questions and I'm going to try my best to suss out all the answers and talk it out with y'all. Feel free to drop your thoughts, theories, comments, predictions, and or festivities in the comment section down below, because I feel like there's going to be quite a few people who actually feel me on a lot of this. And for the things not covered in this breakdown, which is focusing on season 5 episode 1, I do have additional videos coming. Like, we need to talk about LC mentally. We need to talk about if Sonya and Junior actually gonna make it. We need to talk about if Sasha's actually really dead. We need to talk about where's Harris. We need to talk about what's going on with Paris and Niles, London and LoJack. Like, I got hella videos because there's just a bunch of things that actually need to be addressed. And now that I'm in the family business universe, and I'm going to thoroughly do what Erica does. I'm going to do it pissed, but I'm going to do it. All right. At the top of this episode, Junior is taking Donna to the airport because she's going to go meet up with some man in Vegas, which I really believe that this is some kind of front. Donna's up to no good. She's completely up to no good. But I'm wondering in this moment, Junior, like, Ma, you gonna tell me who you going with? Ma, hurry up. It's my, as if Chippy hasn't been your mama this whole entire time, doing right by your ass, treating you no different than all her biological kids. And the way that you over at Donna's house, yucking it up, acting as if Donna did not also lie to you for years, is pissing me off, Junior. And you continue to piss me off this episode because I expected better from you. You are quite literally one of the most amazing Duncan men. You be above reproach, and then now all of a sudden your ass want to descend into deceit and doofiness like a clown. I have lost Sasha and Elijah in the hopes that was their beautiful relationship that was going to emerge once they were able to, fully connect. And then now you want to take you and Sonya away from me over some bullshit? Is that what you telling me, Junior? Is that what you telling me? You want to take your beautiful love with Sonya and throw that in the toilet, flush it down, send it off, never to be returned, so that you can run up after your betraying ass, lying ass, raggedy ass, fine ass, but still simple ass mama, biological mama? You are making a grave mistake, sir. A grave mistake, I fear, and you might not be able to come back from these goofy ass transgressions that you decided in this episode. And you know what? I wouldn't be mad at Sonya if she decided that she was done, because between Brother X and now your goofiness, sis has had enough for a lifetime. And it is time for her to go ahead and choose her goddamn self and her peace, because ain't no way I get divorced from one psychopath that tried to take me up off of this earth because he just would rather see me dead than be with me, and wanted to annihilate my new family and my new love, only to watch my new love cheat on me because his family lied to him for 35 years and I'm just caught in the crosshairs. By that point, I quit love. I give up. I'm not doing this shit no more. Because what the hell do you mean, Junior? You got all the empathy in the world. You got all the grace in the world for Donna. Yeah, she helped y'all, get on a little boat and then run back in season 3. Cool. I always knew it was something as it pertained to Donna, because aside from her just wanting to piss Chippy off, she had an affinity to you that was just weird. Not weird, because that's supposed to be your aunt, so I get it. But it was just clearly like, shout out to Carr Weber, because he did a good job of planting those seeds, because it just makes sense. But to not have any animosity for her and to not actually assess what do she gain from telling you in this moment when her and LC were literally supposed to tell y'all together. That part pisses me off, and I get it. Junior is emotional. He's processing. He feels betrayed. He feels abandoned. I get it. And it's also been a month. You just got married. This girl literally had nothing to do with it, and you running up under Donna as if she's a saint, and she not. And I hate that for you. Like, Junior, for the most part, has been a very reasonable guy. While he was the lead of security and was very much so the brute force, he typically would assess a situation and make a very logical, rational decision. And I get it. Your emotions are involved as it pertains to your true parentage and paternity. But I just cannot get past how he's treating Sonya first, and then the fact that he has absolutely no smoke for Donna. As if Donna wasn't in on the lie as well. Because it takes multiple parties to keep a lie like that going. And she was 100% complicit up until the moment that she tried to tell you. And y'all, we need to talk about why Donna actually told him. But again, we're going to focus on this episode. So from there, y'all, we also go over to the boat, and we're having another sit down with all the major heads of all the drug organizations, because LC needs to make an announcement, need to bring some new people to the table. We lost a lot of we lost 2 of the leads, I think, from the Asian side of the organization, and then the Italians are missing, right? And we found out later on that the Italians are missing because they're looking for Vinny, and they also trying to support Alexander, who is definitely going to make a comeback this season. He is going to be up to no goddamn good, especially now that Sage, his daughter, is dead for real. Like, this isn't a play dead like it was last season, and they was hiding from the mama. But in looking at this, I kind of agree with Sebastian in reference to, like, okay, Consuela, cool, y'all need her information, but to bring the white supremacists south by way of this sheriff to the table, it's diabolical work, LC. And it made me really start to question where he is at mentally. So check out my video about LC and his mentality, because I do think that he did not get out of that insane asylum free and clear. Like, I do think that he has actually been affected by it, and I unpacked that in that video. So be on the lookout for that, and subscribe so that you don't miss out when I post that, if it's not already posted right now. If it is posted right now, I will link to it in this video in the cards above or the description box down below. But they're bringing Consuela to the table, which, how the hell does this girl have so many get out of death free cards? Like, Consuela should have been dead 2 seasons ago, and yet and still she's still here. She's still making power moves, and I absolutely hate it for her. Like, I get it, you Nevada mama, but also, girl, you have crossed way too many people, and the way that these men act like your vagina is like Narnia, and it's just like the best thing ever, and it's been the thing that's, your box has been saving your life this entire time. I don't actually believe it. This shit is unfathomable. You a bad bitch, but you ain't that damn bad, and I hate it. Like, I don't think it's a bad storyline for her to be the leader of the Hellfire Club, but I don't understand how she has recovered so many times from all of this stuff. You try to kill the Duncans, you try to kill Alejandro, you try to kill Mark, like, you try to do so much and fail. Like, you're literally just a failure with a good box, and then you sit up here all prissy and proper as if you doing something, and you're not doing a damn thing, mama. I see right through you. But you lucky because LC brought, again, a white supremacist to the damn table, so I can take my damn attention off of your ass and look at the real enemy in the room. And for me, another thing that called into question LC's, like, mental, because Sebastian didn't behave no different than how Sebastian behaves all the time. He always got something to say. He always got some counterpoints. He always want to throw a tantrum. And this time he's 100% right, because this sheriff is up to no good, and he's going to be the end of all of y'all. And you want to start yelling and screaming and want him to get out? And this is just gonna, I feel like, lead back into Paris being, not Paris, Rio being part of the weakest link, because while Paris was a problem for the first 2 seasons, when I tell y'all I was on Paris ass, oh, I wish I was covering this series back when it was premiering and I could do week to weeks, because Paris is clearly the problem, the outright problem in seasons 1 and 2. But low key, Rio, because they twins, he was the subtle problem. The way he was sneaking to Sebastian, that's about to spin the block this season, and I hate that for him. Because Rio, you need to start to earn your goddamn keep. You annoying the hell out of me already. Now, Sebastian does walk away from the table, but I don't think that's going to really stop him and his business again. Rio's going to be his little way to still get product. Honestly, y'all, I really have to go back and watch some specific episodes because I don't necessarily know where we are with various things. Like, I don't know where we are with Heat. I know that they, you know, did the reverse draw for against Alexander, took his business or whatever when they was trying to, when Alexander was trying to buy Heat so that they can keep going with fire or whatever. But I really powered through watching those seasons, specifically season 3 and 4. So I like tuned out some things and only caught the bare minimum. So I don't remember where we're at with that in reference to the major parts of the drug organization. It's perfect timing, honestly, that Vegas is back because Orlando is still in LA trying to figure out what the hell they're going to do to save Vincent. Well, actually, they know what they're going to do. He's going to impregnate Ruby if he has not already, get them a new baby so that they can get some stem cells and get that baby to donate. Child, a mess. All right, but next, child, these new niggas, they robbed Chippy of her car at church. Do you know how much of a loser you gotta be to be robbing old ladies outside of a church? It's given 500% clown behavior, weirdo behavior, doofy ass behavior, and of course, this person is linked to LoJack. Thank God LoJack got some sense, okay? Because his nephew and Brandon, or no, his nephew is Brandon, and the clown boy who a little bit too big and bad for his britches, he need to be knocked down a few pegs. They take the car to LoJack. LoJack sees immediately the license plate, which is personalized. It has Chippy's name on it. Tells them, yo, y'all done up. I'm gonna take the car back. He winds up actually doing it, only for Paris and Rio to do too much and like roll up on him. It's like, he just like saved y'all a lot of time. Like Rio, this is what I'm talking about in reference to saying that Rio gets on my goddamn nerves. But also low-key, Paris has this fatal flaw as well, because they like to take it too far. They like to make these really emotional responses, and they be overcompensating a lot. For y'all to be as dangerous as you are not controlled, you are not calculated, you're not strategic, much if at all. And Rio, this just showed exactly how much of the weakest link you are, because LoJack bought your mother's purse and her car back completely, safely, everything untouched immediately, and you too busy trying to beat whatever out of him because you feel so angered by being put in that circumstance. And if they're about to go into a place of like toxic masculinity and like really showing some kind of arc with Rio and like battling certain emotions, and then, you know, still being a queer person but still having certain problematic super American masculinized traits or whatever, especially being in the business that he is in and like trying to prove himself, cool. But if y'all just have him doing this just to do it, it makes no sense to me. And I think that Rio has been a character that has struggled over the course of the last 4 seasons because he doesn't have fully fleshed out storylines and fully fleshed out character development. Like, stuff just kind of be happening, and then he be making dumbass decisions, like the whole backdooring and giving Sebastian a bunch of heat all because you like him, and then Sebastian never even smashed you. Like, do you want the dick or not? Like, what are we doing? You're betraying your family all over this nigga that so-called like you. Meanwhile, he literally is dangling the carrot in front of you. Do you have some kind of self-esteem or not? Do you have some type of persistence and like grit and aggression to you, or you don't? Like, Rio be playing too much in the middle, and then he be making terrible ass decisions that he feel really passionately about, but we don't, as the audience, get a full understanding of why he feels the way he does. Really, it just be like the surface level ass reason, and we just gotta go with it. And I hate that. I really do hate that. And in this episode, we just got a little bit more of the same, because you actually have no reason right now to be pulling out this gun on LoJack. He literally did nothing wrong. He did exactly what you would want allies, supporters, and people who respect your family to do. But now you're rewarding him with being beat or have the gun pulled on him, which is going to make people want to turn on y'all's family moving forward, because they get no reward for being loyal to your ass. Think, Rio. Now, I'm trying to go in order of the episodes, but I'm going to start with, because Sonya's surprise starts to be teased here, and I'm going to go to the end of the episode because that's where we get the actual payoff. But we see her prepping to go and see Junior because they have been estranged, and Junior is very rude to her when she gets to the door. He's over at Donna's house, and she has this red box, and in the box is a sonogram because she's actually pregnant, but he don't even want to hear that. He's barely letting her get a word in. He's talking about, why are you over there with my family? And she's like, well, you literally told me I couldn't come here. Where the hell else am I supposed to go? So you mean to tell me, Junior, you're pissed at her because she stayed at your family house where you had her set up house so that she could be a supportive woman to you, all because you left, but then you left and didn't tell her to come with you? Specifically, not even didn't tell her to come with you, told her not to come with you. And then now she's here trying to, after giving you a month of space, you dodging and ducking her calls and her text messages and everything, trying to give you all the grace that you need and forgiveness, because after a month, boy, you would not have made it 3 days messing around me after I just married your little beady head ass. You think you're going to duck me for 3 days would have been my limit. I would have been over there after 3 days fucking shit up. But she gave you a whole entire month to play in her goddamn face and now her baby's face. And you're continuing to do it, talking about you busy, only to return to some goofy ass hoes from the Hellfire Club. You look stupid, okay? You look stupid. Almost as stupid as Orlando looked with his little high-class prostitutes that he always running around with trying to avoid love. Like, you little emotionally hurt, wounded-ass Duncan man pissed me off so bad, because y'all be having a great thing, and then you decide that you're going to sabotage it, you're going to ruin it, and you're going to run from it with all of your might, and you're running into a brick-ass wall, whooping your own ass, and then now everybody got to deal with it. But we already too stuck because we decided that we was going to give a shit about your ass. So now we're also taking the lashes of you whipping your own ass because we don't want you to be hurt. And it's just like, see, this is why you gotta watch who you fall in love with. Because at this point, I'm rooting for Sonya to walk her ass away, but now she got a baby by you. Sonya literally has been gone through hell, and I already talked about it at the beginning of this video, so I ain't gonna go too much more in it. But she has gone through hell, and now she's about to go through hell part 2 around with you. Junior, you need your ass whooped. I'm not even gonna hold you. You really do. You need your ass whooped, because this is giving Harris Grant behavior, and I expected so much more from you. Now, when we catch back up with Paris, after she finally let the LoJack thing go, she's getting ready to go to the memorial, and she gets a bouquet of blue, like very rare roses, who she says comes from a person who is supposed to be dead. And I believe that this is supposed to be Niles, but I'm also like, why is he dead, Paris? Why are you looking like this? Now I'm like, why did you return? Because last season it was very much so given, oh, I returned to pay respects to my dead cousin Sasha, who has definitely earned my respect and love over the course of the time that we have, you know, reacquainted and done some missions together. But now it feels like you actually came back not only for her funeral, for Sasha's funeral, and to honor her, but also because you was on the run. Because when you left in season 2, it very much so felt like you was running to Niles, running to Europe to be with Niles, and now your ass is back here. You're getting flowers from somebody who you claim to be a dead man, and you were supposedly in love with Niles. So like, girl, what the hell did you do to him? Yeah, we gonna have to talk about that. We gonna talk about that one. But from there, she goes over to the memorial, and the whole entire Duncan clan gets turned away because Alexander and the mama, I don't know the mama's name, y'all, but she's pissed, she's fiery, I guess rightfully so, because she's grieving. She blames Paris. If she wasn't your friend, she wouldn't be dead. I don't know necessarily if that's the case. I don't know how Brother X got the drop on her last season, but I am very much so pissed with Carl Weber for not only having Brother X be the one to take out both Sasha and Sage. Well, you know what? That's it. He don't get both of them. Like, yes, he wound up dying last season or whatever. Or did he die? Yes, he died. He died last season. But before he died, he took out two of the baddest. Like, if you was gonna have them die, that's one thing. But like, him take them out? That shit pisses me off. But the mama's anger, I definitely believe, is misguided. It's misplaced because Sage chose to go on that mission and chose to support her friend. And you know what? You had already got her back after you had already experienced her death before. So go back to hating the damn daddy if you want to be pissed about her damn death, because he also put her in compromising positions to die too. It just so happened that it didn't happen in that way. You know, luckily Vegas is there because Paris is about that life, and she's going to try to honor her friend as best as she can, regardless of who trying to tell her ass to get out. But Vegas like, nope, we're going to go ahead and respect these people. And the Italians are there providing additional support. And it's interesting because before they can actually leave the premises, once they outside the church, Antonio Dash walks up to Vegas and is like, yeah, we haven't heard from Vinny because he went to New York to go, not New York, he went to go to LA to see Ruby, but we haven't heard from him, and it's been a few weeks. Have you heard anything? Of course Vegas don't know, because Orlando hasn't told no goddamn body that they wound up killing that man, which as they should, because Vinny Dash was also somebody who got to live entirely too long, if you ask me. But that is the reason why the Italians have been missing. It's very interesting to see their like strong allegiance to Alexander and his family, specifically in this moment. And they're going to wind up being a problem for the Duncans. Alexander is licking his wounds. He is recovering, but LC is not going to be able to ride off to the sunset with this big power move that he made and snatching, you know, Cora International from him and basically ditting the big drug business that Alexander had built while they were trying to, you know, annihilate Heat. And I feel like that is part of what that whole memorial service was supposed to set up. It was supposed to give us that clear understanding that this family, they might be down, but they not out, and they're definitely still going to be a problem. Now, and speaking about Orlando over in LA, he doubles back because they decide to take Vincent. I still can't believe that they haven't changed his damn boy name yet, because there's no way in hell that I would. Well, see, I'm the woman in this circumstance, but if I was Orlando, there's no way in hell I would let Ruby be able to keep this boy's name as this op name. But whatever. They're taking him to Disney World. They get 2 weeks to go and frolic, and then he has to come back for treatment. But before they can get out of there, he leaves the teddy bear and doubles back for it. At the same time, he gets to see one of the Italians rolling up on the doctor. He winds up sending Ruby away. So I guess he's going to wind up dealing with the Italians. I don't know if he's going to try to kill him, even though he leaves the hospital. So he doesn't engage with him there. But I guess he's going to have to set up the story better. I don't know what they did with anybody. None of that's really clear in this episode. But the point of this is that Orlando and Ruby have separated, and he has forced her to leave even though she didn't want to go. And I'm like, okay, where was all this goddamn energy when his ass was chasing you for 4 damn seasons, Ruby? Because Ruby pisses me off. Their family looks great together. Love it down. Okay, cool. Aesthetic, yes. Black love, yes. Okay, finally come together. He's always really loved you. But Ruby, you stood on business behind that white man, and that pissed me off, because I get that you wanted to hurt Orlando a lot of this time, and Orlando played in your face, but the audacity of standing behind that scraggly ass white man, yeah, girl, I'm not going to be able to let that go that easy. But alas, she finally agrees to go take the $200,000 that Orlando had in her car and go. And I guess he's going to catch up to her, but also try to tie up the loose ends around this and cover it up. Orlando, call your daddy. Call for help, because, baby, you up here in the Ruby love spell, living out y'all's best life, trying to save y'all's son's life, and this is all you really wanted, because you a family man for real, and you finally got your own family. So I don't necessarily know if you thinking straight, or definitely not thinking as strategically as Orlando Duncan typically does. So call in the lifeline, babes. You need help. Now, on a side note, Mariah gets suspended from school for fighting, and I guess she's just doing it because she's acting out and she wants her father to show up, because she hasn't heard from her father. He hasn't returned any of her calls and or texts, but he always returns texts. And she lies about her mama being out of town just so that they can specifically call her daddy. But again, her daddy ain't responding to nobody. And I believe that Chippy and London think that Harris is dead, but I don't actually believe that Harris is dead. I don't know where he is, but I do want to talk about it because I have a video where is Harris, so we will get into that in that particular video. But I really think that this moment was just to say that. They don't outwardly say that she got into the fight for that. They say that she literally had told them that her mama was out of town so that they can call her daddy. But I think that she's really just acting out because she misses her daddy. And I'm just like, girl, why? Like, do you know who your daddy is? Your daddy is a clown. A clown. But that's just my personal bias against Harris, because I hate him. All right, and last but certainly not least, the little sheriff white supremacist decides to say at the very end, because him and LC meet, or not at the very end, but him and LC meet for dinner, and he's extorting LC for $5 million. LC leaves early to go and retrieve that and do what he got to do to make whatever he want to make happen. I honestly got to rewatch it because I wasn't paying attention. This white man pisses me off. But I did pay attention to him saying to the waiter, because the waiter said, is everything okay? He's like, no, he just had indigestion. And then he says, nothing's going to kill him. Not yet. And I was like, see this, LC? This is what happened. This is what happens when you deal with white supremacy, sir. And you have brought that to the table. You're unwell. Somebody needs to take control, because you have lost your goddamn mind. And yeah, y'all, those are my thoughts for episode 1. The full breakdown and recap. Your girl is frustrated. I did put a bunch of my thoughts in my Discord channel because I was trying to document as I was watching. I didn't necessarily do a great job of it, but there are a bunch of thoughts in the channel for what I'm watching for the family business. Shout out to Mimi D. because they were asking questions, and like we were going back and forth a little bit before I recorded this video. So there's a bunch of my additional thoughts there. You can always feel free to drop your theories, predictions, thoughts in the comment section here or on Discord in the channel dedicated to the family business as we continue to have these conversations on this show. It's been a wild ride, y'all. I am still frustrated. I am still grieving Sasha, like I said, but I guess I'm happy to be here and looking forward to having a conversation with y'all. Y'all are really gonna have to save this for me, so please drop a comment in the comment section down below, and let's drop some hearts in the comment section when you post your comment as a memorial and an honor to Sasha, so that I know that you made it all the way to the end of this video and you also feel me as I say, you know, we grieve and we miss and we honor Sasha Duncan, and we wish that she was still here. All right, it's your good sis you love to talk TV with. I'll see you in the next one.